It's dark in the Chase Center because the Celtics shot the lights out. Oh my, Al Horford bombs away. Devin White was dynamite. What a game. Very entertaining until the Warriors start getting their asses kicked. Yeah, it's a problem. Game 1 at home. Steph Curry comes out, bombing threes. What do you got, 21, 22 in the first quarter? Those Celtics hung in there. They played tough. They were hanging tough. Man, they were the boss. They showed boss out in the Bay. But you know what? Oh, Warriors never gonna quit. And I'm here to talk about it with you. With your main man, Gary Lamm. Welcome to Gary Lamm, Main Event Mania. Game 1. Finals edition. Warriors go down 120 to 108 at home to the Celtics. Oh no. Oh no! This game, it didn't go down like I thought it was going to go. I had 2 questions going into the series, or two thoughts in my mind. Number 1, I thought Steph Curry, if say the Warriors would win, he can have a solid series, not have to go crazy, and still have an MVP impact on this series. And the second question, or the thought was more of a question, how are the Warriors going to defend Boston? Throughout the playoffs, they played top-notch ball control players, starting with Nikola Jokic. They had a game plan for him, well executed. And now lights are getting bright. Boston bringing the heat. They had a hell of a plan with Nikola Jokic. He was ball dominant. And then we go to John Moran and the Grizzlies. He got hurt later on, but they had a hell of a plan for that. And then, of course, Luka Doncic, top players in the league. Celtics are a little bit different. I think Jason Tatum's a hell of a player. I think he's underrated when people talk about some of the best players in the league, but he's not quite at that level as far as, dominating, but he had the kind of game I thought Steph Curry might have. But I just changed the page on stats. But 12 points, 13 assists, 5 boards. I thought the Celtics were going to come out on Curry, and he'll have a solid game, good floor game, and the Warriors were going to spread it around. And Curry would have to play solid, not the silly turnovers. And that was going to be the story on one side of the ball. And the big question I had: how are the Warriors going to defend the Celtics? And I think we found the answer. They were going to put the clamps on Jason Tatum, and it just didn't work. All right. It was bombs away. Al Horford and Devin White were bombing away. And that's what the Celtics are. They're not a one-man dominant team. Jason Tatum's a star. Jaylen Brown is a good player. The Warriors need a new strategy defensively. Because they were bombing 51% the Celtics shot. I just want to go. Anyone can give you stats, but I just want to team stats that are that are telling. When it came to threes, it was 50, 50, 52 or 51.2 for the Celtics, 42.2 for the Warriors. Okay, that's fine. It happens, right? Turnovers pretty even, 12 to 14. That's pretty standard for the Warriors. Celtics had 12, Warriors had 14. Good but what really got it to me, this is the telling stat: 33 assists for Boston, 24 for Golden State. When the Warriors get 30 assists, they're always going to win. Almost always. The Warriors got warriored by the Celtics. The Warriors put the blitz on Tatum. It didn't work. It didn't work. That's not the strategy to beat this team. Tatum had 13 assists. He doesn't need to be the guy. You know, Devin White, he's got heart, and so does Al Horford, right? Al Horford went on like 11-0 run. He put the Celtics up 106-103. He put up 109-103, then 111-103. I can't count, but it seems like 8 to me, but whatever. The Warriors need to adjust this strategy of shutting out Tatum, because the other guys, they're doing it. Al Horford's 35. He's been in the league a long time. First time in the finals. Plenty of playoff experience. Brother ain't gonna go away. He's tough, right? I didn't expect Devin White to have a game like that. He was burying shots, but he probably won't gonna shoot like that. Maybe he will, but he's been hot. So this is troubling. That the Warriors really need to make an adjustment, and I'm just gonna go go over my whole process of the game. All right, as a fan, this is about fan. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of the game. Look at this. Here, come here, fan right here. Speaking of fans, number one fan dog. All right, I'm a Warrior fan. Definitely appreciate Boston. I definitely appreciate what this series has to bring, and I'm just happy to see the Warriors back in the finals. With all the guys, right? And I'm gonna point out some players, kind of, not say step it up, but it's going to be interesting to see if they what their impact on the series is going to be. Namely, Jordan Poole. He's been really key for the Warriors. He looked a little bit lost on defense today. In the first half, he had maybe had a bucket, and he had ended up with 9 at the end of the third. That's when the Warriors made the run. So the Warriors, they need Jordan Poole to get in the flow. Then I want to break down the game from the beginning. I just headline. I think Steph Curry getting out to a hot start kind of messed with the Warriors' flow. Didn't mess with Otto Porter's flow, but it didn't let some of the guys who didn't have the experience get in the rhythm of the series. The guys the Warriors are depending on, because I think Jordan Poole should be dominating, as he was not dominating, but he was a big part of the Warriors taking the lead in the third quarter. I just want to see how many guys Steve Kerr played. It was nice having Iggy back, but you're in the finals, you can't be messing around with rookies. But the Warriors, when the game was coming to an end, I was like, who are they going to call on? And then they really didn't get anyone else going. So let me look at the Warriors box score. This is telling to me here. How many guys? Damian Lee got a minute. I'm not going to count that. Guys, this is garbage time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Warriors basically played 8 players. Damian Lee, Moses, Moody, Bielitsa, Kaminga, and Scott Anderson got some minutes, like 1 minute at the end, some garbage minutes, but they relied on an 8-man rotation. Andrew Wiggins, Kevon Looney, uh, Iguodala, Klay Thompson, Steph Curry. Steph Curry only had 38 minutes. Otto Porter, Jordan Poole, and Draymond Green. Um, all those guys played well. I don't got anything really bad to say about any of those guys. Jordan Poole ended with 9 points. I think it'd be nice if you could have got a little bit more run in the fourth quarter, but the Warriors just kind of blew the lead. So, Curry, a key moment in the game was when the Celtics went on that 9-0 run in this, about to start the fourth, and they had to bring in Curry in. The Warriors had to bring Curry in with about under 10 minutes, about 9:30ish mark, 9.5 minute mark. So, hey, what's the Warriors? I think what's the main takeaway from this show? What adjustments are the Warriors going to make defensively? Putting the rush on Tatum didn't work because the other guys did the job. Let me just go with the box score. I know I said I'm going to go through my process. But the point of the show, I wanted to go to my process as a fan going through this game. But you know what? I can't help it. I gotta call like I see it and see what happens, or tell you what happened. Okay, Marcus Smart, 18 points. Jaylen Brown, 24 points. Derek White, 21, solid. Al Horford, 26. Man, what a game there. And then 12 from Tatum. So the other guys did the job, and that was a big question I had going. And I went into this series as like I want to see the damn Warriors win, no doubt about that. But more than analyzing it, I just wanted to enjoy it. But I did wonder, how are the Warriors going to defend the Celtics? We saw what they did. They put the pressure on Tatum, made other people beat them, and they did. But that's who the Celtics aren't reliant on Tatum. Tatum's not that guy that's going to take over the game. I think it was a bad strategy. Let's try something different next game. All right. The Warriors got plenty of wings. Let me check out the Warriors stats. Wiggins stats. I don't think the Warriors necessarily played bad, but I thought the Celtics hung tough, took the Warriors' best shot, and they had a better strategy. And let me just go over the Warriors box score. Andrew Wiggins had 20. Kevon Looney, 9 boards, 4 points. Iguodala had 7 points. Klay Thompson, 15. Another guy that's got to shoot better. I mean, Klay took some quick shots. Maybe Klay, not say shoot better, just because he shot. He was 6 for 14, but sometimes against Boston, he missed a shot, and it takes the momentum out a little bit. But damn, Klay Thompson. I mean, he's always in there just giving his best shot. I mean, it happens. Steph Curry, 12 to 25. Man, he was 7 for 14 on threes. He was magic. I hope he's okay. I hope that ankle or leg injury is okay. Otto Porter Jr., 12 points, 4 or 5 on 3. Jordan Poole, 9 points. I think that needs to be our advantage. Jordan Poole, and this is his first playoff experience. I think it was kind of lost in the Steph Curry shuffle early. I think the whole team was. Honestly, I thought Steph Curry was going to have like a game more. He'll have better stats than Jason Tatum. But I thought the blitz was going to be on Curry, and the rest of the Warriors were going to have to do their thing. He's a point guard. back in the old days. Magic Johnson, when he scored a lot of points, that means a lot of times the Lakers might lose. A lot, two different players, but I felt that the Warriors need the Warriors are about team ball, and it was kind of a Steph Curry game. I think that's probably why he was a little less I don't know, say aggressive, like a little less aggressive. He took 25 shots, but um, I think he felt that the rest of the Warriors need to get rhythm. I don't feel like anyone has a rhythm besides Curry right now. And I don't put ooh, shooting. Wiggins played tough. Like another good game for Wiggins. Um, Draymond Green had 4 points, 11 boards. He was man. He really plays hard. Um, I think the Celtics had a more diverse attack. Um, the way the Warriors played Tatum allowed multiple players to get in a rhythm, for the rest of the finals. So and I think Jordan Poole is yet to get out of the box. We need him to. Um, no one, no none of the guys that obviously none of the guys didn't play. Moses Moody, Kaminga, um, anyway, Bielitsa, Damian Lee, but none of those guys got their feet wet, and you really couldn't play them because it was such a tight game. Um, so the Warriors have an uphill battle. Is it must win tomorrow? Probably, and then you're gonna go to Boston for two. Or no, I'm sorry. Is it must win it Sunday? Sunday? We're not gonna play again until Sunday? That's crazy. This is gonna be tough. It's only one game, but man, it's gonna be hard to find answers. So I was thinking, what can the Warriors do to slow down this onslaught? It seemed like the Celtics took every punch, got right back up like Rocky, and fought back. But I'm gonna go through the process of this game. Going to the game, I get off work at 6 o'clock. I work close by. Um, the first thing I saw, Curry missed a three, rebound, hit a three, and man, the place was lit. I felt that chill. Okay, cool. I'd never seen the Warriors come out with that eye of the tiger. Um, I mean, the Warriors throughout this playoffs, even it felt like they were the big cats, and everyone's shooting for them, and the Warriors were the the big name, right? And in this one, I felt Curry came out tough. I've never seen him so focused. Um, but you can feel there was no quit in the Celtics. I mean, um, they made some mistakes. They had some jitters. They highlighted that wide open three from Steph. I think that was a big timeout. I mean, um, Steph Curry came out on fire. But the Celtics did not quit. I don't think the Warriors were ill prepared, or I just said they don't have the perfect strategy, but I think it was on, and the Celtics hung in there. Where I saw it going downhill, I'm not gonna, I praise Jordan Poole a lot, but he took a quick shot in the first. He took a quick shot. There was a big play where some hustle plays by the Celtics. I think they just hung tough. Um, it was nice to see Iguodala back. He got kicked in the cojones at the end of the first quarter, trying to get a call, didn't get it. But at the end of the first quarter, 32-28, It felt like the Warriors were dominating, and that score was way too close. It was way too close, and it felt really uncomfortable. And I'm not sure the Warriors did really anything wrong. So, kudos to Boston. Steph Curry, 6-3 finals record. He came out balling, but the Celtics just kept on being the Celtics. Um, Tatum hitting open players, unselfish, and Celtics knocking him down. Devin White, oh man, he was a pain. And the question I had in the first quarter, I wrote this down. With that big first quarter, would it get the rest of the Warriors out of rhythm? Um, and my initial thoughts of the series before we started watching it, we're right here. I was writing this. My initial thoughts were Steph Curry could just play solid ball, not necessarily go crazy, and still have an MVP impact because of what he means to the other players. Um, I wrote a question: Jordan Poole, what's going to be his impact? He looked lost a lot on defense. Um, Steph was so hot. Jordan Poole just looked a little lost. He looked like a guy who was his first finals game, and no one on the Celtics looked like it was their first finals game. Um, and I do want to say Jordan later impacted the third quarter. Um, Draymond Green hustling. Um, him and Looney on the boards, getting putbacks. The Warriors led the rebounding game till the end, until the Celtics tightened it up. So Celtics were hustling too. Celtics were bombing threes. I put Celtic bombing threes. Tatum. That was a hell of a strategy. By the Celtics. Tatum was the distributor. Celtics hitting the open threes. Warriors need to change that. Warriors need to change the strategy of focusing on Tatum. They have plenty of wings. They need to guard the line. Guard the line. Guard the line. No one's really taking anyone to the rack. Okay? This was, I mean, and that was my point. That was my halftime. It's pitch dark at Chase Center because the Warriors and Celtics shot the lights out. I've never seen Steph so locked in at a final or any time. And this is the first time where I think he was, bar none, the best player in the finals. I'm not taking away from anyone else, but I think before in other finals, he was there with LeBron and Kevin Durant. All right, and it was a lot of LeBron show and a lot of Kevin Durant show. Steph Curry, he showed what he's about. There's no doubt about that. Dude's bad. Steph Curry's bad. I mean, it's amazing. He made some. He probably played the best game. He was the most spectacular player in game one for sure. No doubt about that. Came out with 6 threes, made some spectacular drives to the basket. Um, Jason Tatum tried to take him to the post, wasn't going nowhere. Curry didn't go nowhere. Fine, played fine. Problem is, like I said, no one else is in rhythm. Um, Robert Williams' size was kind of a problem. Um, yeah, I mean, but the Warriors were just kicking some butt. I mean, they were kicking some butt, but all of a sudden, 5 minutes to go in the first half, 47-47, tie game. Marcus Smart, he didn't get you know taken over by Curry, but he played well and he scored 18. He was solid. He's a solid player. I'll bring this up in another show. I think back in the day, getting Kyrie Irving it was a setback as good as Irvin is because I like the way the Celtics play now. Even though Marcus Smart is he's not the offensive player um, Irvin is, but he leads that team. He's a good leader. Celtics have a lot of good leadership and clutch. So we'll see. Yeah, Jaylen Brown gives them the lead. The Warriors fought back. It was 51-49 at one point where Jaylen Brown, and the Celtics took the lead. Otto Porter, big three, 50, 52, 51. Towards the end of the half, Steph Curry is a highlight, committed an offensive foul. It was offensive foul. Sometimes they don't call it. I've never seen Steph Curry. I think since he threw his mouthpiece, I rarely see Steph that angry. He was balling out, and the Warriors were down at Warriors were down. He was balling out. The Warriors were down. There was like, what's the answer? He took the Warriors' best shot, gave him the uppercut, the Mike Tyson uppercut. Joe Frazier left hook, Razor Reddick left hook, and they got right up. Dante Wilder, boom. Tyson Fury stood up. That's what's going on. I'm not listening to interviews right now. You're probably listening to them. I'll be interested to hear what the Warriors have to say about what adjustments they can make. Change your defensive strategy. I'm not going to get all technical, but blitzing Tatum ain't going to cut it because the rest of these guys, they got heart and they're clutch. Game one on the road, they're hitting shots. Damn. There must be it is just at Chase Center. I just imagine just every light just shot out by Devin White and Al Horford and Steph Curry. But the troubling stat to me at halftime, as the Warriors were down, was Boston led 16-14 in assists. Aside from turnovers, assists is always a major key. When the Warriors get 30 assists, they almost always win. So watch this assist number. If you're into that kind of thing, and I try to go into this game just enjoying it, but whatever, can't help it. Boring stat, but it was 16-14 assist Boston. I was like, okay, that was kind of troubling. And the Warriors were they got some nice second shots. Really proud of the way Kevon Looney and Draymond Green went in there and just tried to get second shots. But it's still 21-19 Warrior lead on the boards. The Warriors just can't out hustle this team. They need a new strategy. I mean, they need some key pieces to step up for this series because the Boston Celtics are trouble. All right. And I wrote at halftime. The Celtics look sharp. What adjustments can the Warriors make? I was really impressed about like 8:46. Draymond hustled to get 2 or 3 second shots for himself, and they end up knocking it out of bounds. And Klay Thompson gets the basket. Draymond, Kevon Looney hustling. Both teams making nice block shots. The Celtics get back well on defense, so it makes it fun because both teams push the pace. But yeah, I mean Steph Curry was still magic. He was still amazing, beautiful shots. Dame Devin White's threes. I'm just going through my notes through the game. It's just kind of a roller coaster ride where it's just Warriors, doing all this amazing stuff, and what there's it's like the killer's still behind you, right? It's like in a movie, you do all this dramatic stuff, and all of a sudden, Jason got you, or Freddie got you, they got you, That's what this are. The Celtics are killers. And it's not just one guy, it's coming from every direction. Jordan Poole lost on 3. He made a big shot in the third, but it seemed like Derek White always had an answer. We need to get. I'm just wondering what we can expect from Jordan because this is his first finals, right? And he's not starting. And he really didn't get a chance to do his thing, He didn't get a chance to, make mistakes because there was no mistakes to be made. You could pull. There's not a lot of room for error against the Celtics. Every time you give them an inch, they're just like, it's like don't look back because they're there. So that you think you got them, you think you got away, they're still there. Celtics kept coming. Otto Porter Jr. Al Horford going shot for shot. Again, Wiggins played tough. Iguodala was nice to see him out there. He hit a big 3. Made some nice plays defensively. At the end of the third quarter, it was 92-80 Warriors. Okay? It was a 38-24 quarter. So that means they lit up 40 freaking points in the fourth quarter. 40 points in the fourth quarter at home. That's freaking ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Celtics start the quarter on a 9-0 run. What the hell is that? Guard the freaking 3-point line. Guard the line. Jason Tatum is not Nikola Jokic. He is not John Morant. And he's a great player, but he doesn't need to score. He doesn't need to. You're making his job easy. All right? He's not Luka Doncic. You don't need to play one-on-one. You need to. You can play. I'm not saying again. You're not going to shut him down one-on-one. But the Celtics want to get the ball around. They don't care who scores. They have a well-rounded attack, and the Warriors have to figure out how to shut it down. And what they got going ain't working. Mark Jackson did a little breakdown of the Warriors guarding Tatum, and of course it was a mush. Thanks a lot, Mark. Thanks a lot, Coach. Shouldn't be doing that. No, we don't. He's a great. I think he's underrated, Jason Tatum. But that's not the strategy, obviously, to beat the Celtics. We need to guard the damn line. Too many damn threes. I just want to see what the heck happened in this game for me, what I was thinking. Yeah, Jordan Poole put no pressure on a 3 from Devin White, just standing there like this. Jordan, hey, bro, you got to play defense. You got to put some energy up there, all right? If you want to get paid big bucks, bro, you got to put that D up, man. You've been great for us all year. You got to lock in, and it's hard. Well, I want to see how much we can depend on him. That was one of the keys to, I think, the Warriors. Someone asked me if the Warriors win it all. He's one of the keys. We're going to rely on this guy, and will he do the right thing at the right time? It remains to be seen. I think it's a long series to go. Hopefully we've got a long way to go. but he's got to be a big part of it. And I wonder, you know, who else needs to be part of this rotation. Eight men, Iguodala. Whose minutes was he taking? We'll find out. 9-0 run. 9-0 run to start the fourth quarter. They could never, the Warriors, their lackadaisical play, what they've always had in the Steph Curry era, I forget which one it is. The Warriors' lackadaisical play comes back to haunt them. And this is a series where they have to stay focused the whole time because they're playing the damn Terminator. The Celtics are the damn Terminator. They keep coming. They don't have the kind of firepower the Warriors do, but they keep coming. They make the right moves, and you think you got away from them, and you look back, dun 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 dun, and they're down, and I'll be back. That's what happened. They keep coming. They keep coming. Warriors, I've got to put them away. This is going to be the test of the Warrior dynasty, where they keep the mindset, keep the pedal to the metal all the way. But wow, I mean, they took the Warriors' best shot, hung right in, play defense, didn't panic, on the road, game one finals. Nice job. And there was some big moments. Klay Thompson hit a big three. They didn't quit. Devin White comes right back. Man, he was on fire. At 5:30, the Celtics tied at 103. Then it was the Al Horford show. 3-3. A couple plays later, he hits a 2. Warriors go down 120-108 at home. Game 1 of the finals. Damn, I'm pissed. You know what? The story could have been Draymond Green's hustle and Kevon Looney's hustle. Steph Curry's huge night. The story is now another Warrior has to get in rhythm. Another Warrior has to get in rhythm. And you know what? Good job. I always forget. Ime Udoka. I think he's a good coach. I can't say his name. So disrespectful. Sir, I apologize. Coach, I apologize for not... I wrote it down phonetically so I can actually say it. Your name here. Last night. I think you are a great coach and you coach your players well. I apologize for disrespecting your name. I wrote it down so I could say it properly for once. Oh, come on. I'm gonna... Okay. Ime Udoka. Wait, Ime Udoka. Ime Udoka. Something like that. I am the worst. I apologize. I'm just the worst. And I like this guy. Well-coached team. Calm, cool, and collected. The Celtics are the freaking Terminator. The Warriors thought they had him. They drop bombs on him. They're celebrating. We got you. Smoke clears. Devin White, 3. They're getting closer. Al Horford. Al Horford. Al Horford. Man, they adapt to whatever the Warriors are bringing them. They have to play more straight up. That's the strategy. Steve Kerr, play him straight up. Tatum is not Jokic. He's not Luka. He's not Ja. He doesn't care how he gets it done. He uses his team as weapons. That whole damn team is a Terminator. The Celtics are one unit Terminator. Play him a little bit more straight up. Guard the freaking line. Guard the line. And strengthen numbers. Play your players, Steve. Okay? Play your players, Steve. It's going to be rough now because you do not want to go down 2-0 at home. Going to Boston. No, I don't want none of that. The Celtics are tough. Good job, Celtics. Well done, Warriors. What are we gonna do? I enjoyed that game until I got terminated. Okay, by the Celtic Terminator team. All right, but well played. It was a good game to watch. Well played. Nice shooting. For a game one where there were a lot of players have never played. None of the Celtics had ever played a finals game, including Al Horford. They were very poised. They took the big shot, the big Deontay Wilder shot. They got back up and knocked the Warriors' ass out right in their own backyard. Well done, Boston. Good shit. Good on you. I don't think the Warriors are going to quit. I don't think there's a big a player they can look to, or besides maybe Jordan Poole, playing a more efficient game. He's got to be himself though. He needs to take those shots. Klay Thompson at the podium right now. That's a guy who can, if he starts making shots, it's huge. He looks a little down right now, but I know he's not. I know the Warriors aren't going to quit. But again, you got a Terminator behind you. You're up 12. You think you got away? You look back at the explosion. They got to keep it on. Every time they took the pedal off the metal in the past, it's haunting them. Like, Arnold, I'll be back. Keep the pedal to the metal, play good ball, and they could win. They could win. And they got to take the deep shots. They just don't have to be quick, because you're going to wear out, because the Celtics push the pace just like the Warriors do. It's going to take a lot of energy, and if you're only playing an 8-man rotation and really none of your young guys, then that's going to be rough. We'll see what to look for in this game. Who's going to be the other guy? Is it going to be Kuminga, Moody, Bielisa? I can't really expect much from Juan Toscano's a good player, but I don't know what to expect from him in this series. Gary Payton II, will he make an impact from his coming off his injury? Bielisa, where are they at? Damian Lee. Who's Steve Kerr going to go to? What's he going to do? Because I didn't see, as far as personnel, I was like, well, what's his answer really going to be? Except for, Poole playing better. Players I want to give a gold star to. We'll start with the Celtics. I'll make sure I don't forget anybody. That was a good game. The Boston Terminators did the damn thing. Right in Golden State. We've never lost a damn game until today. But damn, 40 points in the fourth quarter? What the hell? Come on, Warriors. Marcus Smart, he had 18, 4 for 7. Jaylen Brown, a lot of nice plays, lot of big dunks, lot of taking it to the rack. Evan White, 21 huge points, 5 for 8. Man, he was just making them at the wrong time. Freaking Al Horford, that's a tough dude. I like Al, man. I mean, it's hard to root against that guy. He's been in there a long time. He had the record for most playoff games without making the finals. But why you gotta do it against my team, Al? You're Mike Jackson. All the ladies said, "Ow!" Not tonight, Al. 26 points, but solid player. Yeah. So my gold stars. I'm just gonna give Derek White and Al Horford. Good job on you, Jason Tatum. 12 points, 13 assists. I thought that was going to be a Steph Curry kind of game. I would say I'm thinking like Steph Curry would get like 23 and like 9 assists this kind of game, and it was going to be solid. Instead, the Warriors, I thought the Celtics were going to blitz Curry. They really didn't. They left his ass wide open a couple times, right? Especially in the first quarter, and they made Steph beat him, and the Warriors were not in rhythm. The whole team, that whole first quarter was beautiful by Steph Curry. I think it may have just thrown the rest of the guys off rhythm. Wiggins played tough. He got 20. Anyway, damn, my gold stars. This game is really interesting, so excuse me. Gold stars for the Celtics. Derek White and Jason Tatum. Nice job. All right. And for the Golden State Warriors, damn it, I got to get Steph Curry. 6 threes in the first. He was brilliant. And Otto Porter Jr. seemed like he hit some big threes. 4 or 5. Hello? Is it me you're looking for? I think he looks like Lionel Richie. Sometime. All right. Otto Porter was good. Wiggins has been solid. 0 assists, though. Wiggins has been everything I need him to be, but the gold star on the Warriors, Steph Curry, Otto Porter Jr. Hello? Is it me you're looking for? That's terrible. But the Warriors are looking for answers and looking for clues. I'm going to say it again. Steve, Coach Kerr. I like Jason Tatum. He's a kind of an underrated player when people talk about, top stars in the league. But he is not Luka Doncic. He's not Nikola Jokic. He's not John Morant. You don't need to shut him down. You have plenty of wings. Get the damn Celtics off the three-point line. Defend the damn line. They shoot the damn lights out. Jordan Poole. Look, he's going to be a question. What's his impact going to be? Hey, I'm back. All right. Reset. I was talking about Jordan Poole. Jordan Poole, he needs a little time with the ball. He needs some room to make mistakes. But the Warriors can't afford the damn finals. They can't afford that right now. So it'd be nice in the perfect world where he can, get out there when Steph is on the, takes that rest in the second and fourth quarter, and let him do his thing. He was actually on the court when the Warriors took that big lead. Steph wasn't even in the Forget what I'm saying. Bonehead. Poole's part of that. Poole's part of that third quarter. So Poole has to kind of find his place in the series. It's been tough for him because he's the starter, then he's on the bench, and then he's starting in the playoffs, and now he's, Steph goes off in the first damn game, and where's Poole get in? I think if Poole has an impact, it could change the whole series, but you can't just be lost on damn defense, man. You can't have what's awesome. You can have three guys taking crazy shots and all making them, but dang, against the Celtics, quick shots, they're going to be rough. I think take the threes, but get similar to what you're doing in the last series against the Mavericks. Get to the paint first, let people touch the ball, get in rhythm. The most boring thing in the world is to play basketball where you're running down the court. Hey, throw the ball. Clank. Now you got to get your ass back on defense. Boring. You fight for the board. All right. You get it out there. Oh, give me the ball. Clank. Back on defense. You didn't even touch the ball. You can't even sniff the ball. So, and yeah, Poole's that kind of guy. He can do that, but it's a better shot if it's later in the shot clock. You could take the same shot later in the shot clock. It's tough when there's no one down there to rebound it, because what's been kind of saving the Warriors has been them crashing the boards, and you're not giving your rebounders a shot. And at the same time, it's like you live by the three, you die by the three, because a lot of times the Warriors have made that shot and done well with it. But against Boston, you got to grind that offense out, similar to what they needed to do against the Mavericks the Grizzlies. But it's going to be tough because Boston is the number one defense in the NBA. We'll see. Very nice basketball. Very much appreciating both of these teams. I gotta say this coach's name right. I like this guy, and I can't even say his name. Dang it! The second show, I just cannot say this guy's name. I feel worse than Charles Barkley. I'm not gonna say what I call him. Ime Udoka, right? He's got these guys playing well. They know where to be. They play tough. He knows what to do when his guy is getting a lot of Tatum playing a lot. But they never. Boston doesn't rely on Tatum. Like he's gonna do what he's gonna do, but they don't rely on him like the Mavericks do, Luke or any of the guys the Warriors teams the Warriors have played in this playoff. So the Warriors need to make a damn adjustment. Adjust. Defensive adjustment. Guard the damn line. Play a little bit more straight up. And that's it. Boom. Showing the stats for Jordan. Cool. I mean, he's just gonna need a little bit. He had his moments, right? He's still a good player, but it's just hard to get your sea legs in the damn finals, and the Celtics just kept coming. Warriors had him at the end of the first quarter. Second quarter. Thought they were done in the third. Young kids have no idea what the hell I'm talking about. Watch Terminator 1 and 2. I'm getting old. But at least they made a new Top Gun movie. Gonna turn and burn. Talk to me, Goose. Alright. One thing I want to address. I want to address the power of the media. I want to address the 49ers, the Javon Kinlaw um, deal with Grant Cohn, and I thought it was. I don't want to cancel or anybody, right? Javon Kinlaw is young, and he's been injured, and Grant Cohn sometimes he's young too for a reporter, 34 years old. Comes off as kind of a punk. I like both those guys. They had that interaction on Grant Cohn's channel. And you know what I like? I like that Kinlaw went on the damn show and said what he had to say. Right? He wasn't eloquent, um, but he said what he said. He had the guts to go say he wanted to say on Grant's show. Um, and Grant Cohn gave him his space to say what he had to say. Grant comes off as annoying, but he's Low Cohn's kid. Low Cohn's very serious, right? Grant has a little joking in his game, right? There's an old saying: "Don't let your alligator mouth get your canary ass in trouble," right? And I think Grant goes off a little bit, right? But he says what he has to say, and I think Javon said what he had to say. That's his language, right? And I think it's important for the people in the media to, call it like you see it, right? But at the same time, I don't think, and I heard, and I watched the show with, I really like Low Cohn and I like Grant Cohn. I don't like everything they say, but I like people who have the guts to be who they want to be. Have the guts to be who you want to be. I think it was just, I don't want to take this to Lowell. It was Larry Krueger and Grant Cohn, and they were saying that they don't think they have the power to affect a roster. And I think and Grant and Lowell were saying they're kind of minimizing their power over things. But I'm going to tell you, there's an old saying, and journalists should know and understand this. The pen is mightier than the sword. There's a reason why governments, especially corrupt ones, but all of them, put out propaganda. There's a reason why there's censorship. There's a reason why there are plays made and operas made to send a message to people. There's a reason why there's all this hullabaloo about Elon Musk reportedly buying Twitter, because media is power. The Lord spoke the world into existence. So your words are powerful. And you can have a little bit more tact. Or just, have some fun. You got to say what you got to say, and you can use some humor. And I think when I listen to Grant, if he gets corrected by someone, I think he'll listen, right? But he does come off with the punk, but that's just who he is, okay? He'd be a heel manager. He'd be annoying. You wanted to slap the dude, right? But I appreciate it because he's someone out there who's saying, giving me some 49er news, right? I want some 49er news. I want to be in the, I want to hear what people got to say. I want to hear more than one opinion. It's funny, I hear Matt Miyoko, man, he tells it like it is, but he's so much nicer. Sometimes so much cleaner. Anyway, there's no more Ralph Barbieri out there, Radunich is retired. You're right. So I want to hear some. I want to hear another side of Bay Area sports. But I do want to say, and anyone who's upset with Javon Kinlaw, and he I guess I bet you can rhyme. He's rhyming, so he has some kind of a like power over the spoken word, right? But these if you're in the media, you understand literature, journalism. Okay, Javon going on that show, a guy who talks every damn day, right? Going in that arena is like, damn, if I would, Grant Cohn and Low Cohn and Larry Kruger, listen to me. And you call Javon Kinlaw a stand-up guy, all right? So I think it's squash, right? But him going in that arena where you're using verbal communication, right, is like you having to block Javon all freaking three to, stop from hitting Jimmy Garoppolo. That's the arena different. And some athletes have transitioned into journalism, but that's what you have the advantage. That is your forte, and I think you gave him credit for that. But other people talking bad about Javon, he had the guts to do it. And another thing I want to say, they question why are you I didn't say much about you. I think there's what he's saying. It sounded like he was talking. But listen, he sounded like he was talking about other teammates. He's standing up for his teammates, and I respect that. I hope Javon has a great year. And I just I appreciate that. I appreciate just handling it between not no stupid gangster shit, nothing like that. Never do that shit. It's wrong, but just handle the situation, resolve it, communicate. Even if you have different styles of communication, that's what life's about. Learning to this Panda breaks down everything. Come here, Panda. Oh! Panda's in my wires. Just because you don't have the same communication style, there you can learn. Okay, you can learn, and might have to be a mediator like John Lynch, who's been a player and part of the media. Right? There's different types of ways to communicate, and so you can't compare someone who talks for a living, who has a journalism background. It's like comparing to, hey, oh yeah, get that guy in the damn field. So either way, there's no even playing field. But hey, you can communicate. You can communicate and get your point across. Football players are usually, not all the time, more physical people, and there's some journalists who play football, whatever. Right? But remember, winners don't write history. Writers write history. The media has a lot of power. You have a lot of what we're able to say. What we're able to communicate is really important and really powerful. And I really appreciate that Javon stood up for himself and and the team. But in a way, and the one criticism to the players, hey, we want to hear about you. We want to talk about you. We care about you, even if people are making fun of you, or you don't have to go too far. Hey, it's something to talk about. It's something people care about deeply, and that's people should always respect each other. But damn, take a damn joke. There's something to that too. And the way it was dealt with was like it wasn't by any means smooth, but I appreciate that it was dealt with without anyone trying to take the other one down or be malice. It's like, hey, let's just deal with this straight up. Let's deal with it. So I just thought that was interesting. It was interesting. I appreciate that, no one got canceled. Javon didn't get in any trouble for going on the podcast and cursing. But you know what? He got invited, and he had the guts to go on there and put himself on the line, just go out there and just be raw, right? And I know it didn't come off cool to some people, but that he was, he went and said what he had to say, in front of everybody. So good shit, dude. I mean, it was not the way I would teach someone to communicate, but it happened, and I like someone like Grant Cohn covering the 49ers. Cover it and tell us what you see. Don't be afraid, But also remember that people are not animals. And Grant Cohn, if there's one thing you should learn in this situation, is empathy for how it feels when someone covers a story incorrectly. Right? Maybe it doesn't affect you, but you have the benefit of having someone in your corner who tells you what to expect, right? But now you know how it feels when someone's saying things about you, when you're the center of attention, and they're not true, right? They're not. People are mischaracterizing you, saying you want to do things and you don't. So just, hey, look, if someone's not giving you a story, of course you're going to speculate. That's the whole fun of talk sports. That's what's great about the NFL. They play once a damn. They haven't damn played since when? February, and we're in May. They're not going to play till August. We're talking about them, right? We got to talk about it. That's But just be clear. Hey, speculate. And it's love is a two-way street. Got to give and take. Hey, have empathy when you make a statement, and have understanding that people want to talk about you. So that's just part of the game. It doesn't mean, you shouldn't have a sense of humor. It doesn't mean you should, you should cross the line either. So, and people make damn mistakes. Everyone makes damn mistakes. So, judged by someone's overall character, and that's all. I just thought that was an interesting situation, and if anything, the media can learn is how it feels when someone misrepresents you in the media. And the other thing is, you have an advantage. If you can communicate verbally or in writing, it's a major, major advantage in life. You talk about change the narrative. You are creating the narrative. And it's a lot of power. And writers write history. Okay? And like I said before, I'll say it again. That's why governments have put out propaganda. There's censorship. Social media is huge for a reason. Media, spoken word, getting out a message is very powerful. And with great power comes great responsibility. That has been your lecture for the day, kids. And with that, this has been Gary Lamm and Mania. I'm with you. Win, lose, or draw. Me and Panda, we love you. God bless you. Keep it real. Keep it clean. Till next time, I'm going to Glam. I think it's part of Hood Slam Saturday in Oakland. So I'll try to bring some stuff from there, okay? Take care, friends. See you next time on Gary Lamm Main Event Mania.